I'm glad that you beat the rejection, because through beating rejection, what you actually did was teach people through your example. That's why I say legendary. Because, I mean, I'm going to keep it real. A lot of niggas call themselves legends and they're not. They just popular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or they're just well known. But the story itself is legendary.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you persist, you got a respectable name, and when you're able to make it, that's the degree on which legends are judged on. So making it for a lot of people is like, I made a song.
Yeah.
Or people get to know I can do this. That's why certain people don't go past their block. They made it.
Yeah.
What it was making it really for you though? Because you gave names, but what really is victory, success, and making it to WhereDough?
For me, is getting paid for shows.
You do that?
People coming to the shows to see me. You know what I mean? I want to pack BBQ or BB Kings in New York, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Get paid for shows. That's making it to me. You know what I mean? Being on TV is cool, but when you start getting paid for your craft, like say I get 5,000 show, 3,000 show, I made it. That's making it to me. I'm not greedy.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I done gave up on I didn't really give up on the big spotlight. I don't really want the big spotlight. I just want to get paid for my shows. I want a cult following. Whenever they hear with like Immortal Technique.
Okay.
Yeah, he not on TV. Nobody hardly hear him in the hood. You know what I mean? But when he get do a show, people show up and he gets paid. You feel me? That's making it to me right there.
So what's your niche, you think, so that you can brand yourself to a specific audience?
Marijuana and hustling.
You're a 420 baby.
Yes, I love making marijuana music. I love it.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
What is marijuana music exactly?
Talking about it in a good way. Not talking about selling it, just talking about it, you know what I mean, in a nice way. You know what I mean? Making stuff people want to smoke too, you know what I mean? Little catchy hooks, nice melodic beats. You know what I mean? But unfortunately on this area, that's not what's going on. But it's still a niche for us. That's my cult that I want to, you know what I mean?
Okay, so check this out then. Marijuana music. Marijuana music has been around since marijuana was really adapted in America. See, the history of marijuana was a medicinal thing. So CBD oil was nothing new. I don't know why people think that's the greatest discovery now when marijuana was used back when the Romans was cutting people's heads off. You know what I'm saying? And when hip hop came onto the marijuana through Jimi Hendrix and Rick James. Because it was called a reefer. It was on it.
What?
But marijuana was always there through hip hop, and it didn't really take off until the Chronic album. What did the Chronic album do for you?
The Chronic album, you know what? It ain't really do nothing for me. I wasn't on it like that yet.
Okay.
I think that came out when I was in high school.
Yeah.
I wasn't smoking in high school.
Okay.
Yeah, so that wasn't what did it for me.
So then what did it for you?
I started smoking after I graduated.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I graduated in 1998. I don't know about, damn, I just told my age. Yeah, and then I started smoking after I graduated high school. So don't do drugs in high school. Well, don't smoke weed in high school. It might fuck you up. It might fuck you up if you're not on it. All right. Anyway, 1998, yeah, I started smoking then. Chronic was already out.
Mm-hmm. It was
Chronic
out
2000 now.
It was out for like 5 years.
Not a Chronic 2001.
Okay.
You could talk about what that did.
What did that do for you? Because I mean, before you answer, I'll bring those albums out because the Chronic is the album where that's the change of the drug culture in hip hop.
Yeah.
Because after everybody was doing dope and shit.
Yeah.
So after the Chronic came out, people navigated towards weed.
Yeah.
And then that was the niche that got Snoop to his level, weed.
Yeah.
And even before Snoop, that was around the same time Redman came out.
Yeah.
So you had How to Roll a Blunt.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I wasn't really into the culture at that moment. I was not into the culture.
So
I used to hear it, but I didn't really know what was going on. I used to just be like bobbing my head to like, yeah, that sounds cool.
Yeah.
When I don't smoke, you know what I mean? That's cool, you know what I mean? And then, but once I started smoking, then I started hearing the music, I was like, oh.
Now you had the deep understanding.
Yeah. I was like, here we go. This is what's going on, all right.
So, okay, let me ask you the question this way then. Since you're 420-ish, how did that help you appreciate the music more?
Let me see. You hear stuff better. You hear everything.
Really?
Yes.
Let me
You hear
explain.
every fucking instrument. You can decipher all the sounds. You hear that. You hear everything like clear. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's what. And then I started hearing stuff. You zone out to the shit. You know what I mean? And that's it.
You know what's funny? The way you are describing it is how Native Americans described how they praised, worshipped, and got in tune with the spirits.
Mm-hmm.
So the way you heard things was translated differently. It took you to a different level.
Yeah.
What level did your music go to when you did it? Since you stopped and came back, how did it elevate your
I heard
music?
how I sound,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, I found the good parts on how I sound from the first one. So I said, I'm gonna take those parts, and when I'm writing, I'm gonna write like that. You know what I mean? The parts that I liked, and that's became my style like that. I took the parts I liked out of I didn't like everything because I was trying to on my first one. You know what I was doing? I was rocking over industry beats, and I was using their flow. You know what I mean? Like, you know how it go. Like, say somebody got a song, you flip their song and then you use their same flow.
Yeah, 50 Cent shit.
Yeah, that's what I was doing on my first one. But then the second one, I said I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take my own, and then I'm gonna just whatever. I'm gonna make my own out of this. You know? Yeah.
So you found your voice.
Yeah. When I stopped, then I started again.
Okay.
Yes, I did.
I have a
That's
question.
When it all started.
I have a question for you then. The hustle was always there. So how did it take your hustle to the next level?
I'm hustling for me now.
Okay.
Now this is me. I'm selling myself. Of course I'm going to go harder. I'm not selling Jay-Z or T.I. or none of them guys that was out back. I'm selling me. So of course I'm gonna say everything. It made me more sociable, and it taught me how to talk to people better. You know what I mean? It taught me how to read people, all types of stuff. It's a good skill to have. I love it.
Yeah, I can
I
see
love
it.
it.
I was doing some history on you, right?
Yeah.
And the first thing that came up to me was I have a picture of you in my yearbook. It's just bugged out. And I was like, this dude really was around everything.
Mm-hmm.
But in the change of New Jersey hip hop culture, you were around then too. See, you were around when Anti-Industry was out.
Yeah.
You were around when downtown Newark was getting raided and hip hop had to leave the arcade and had to go out into the wards a little more. You were also around when the early showcases was coming up.
Yeah.
What was that grind like?
Oh man, them early showcases.
Yeah, like we got to talk about all that.
Ooh, you want to hear about that?
Yeah.
You know how much you had to pay
Tell
for
me.
a showcase?
Tell me.
Just to go perform at Brokers in East Orange on Evergreen.
Talk about it.
$300. $300. They give you what? Tickets to make your money back.
Yep.
Yeah, but you can't make no profit though. It was just you made your money back.
Right.
Yeah, $300. It's crazy. Oh yeah, I know somebody from that era too that blew up too. What's her name? She on Wild 'N Out. Justina.
Justina Valentine?
Yeah, with the pink hair.
I want her on here too.
She was there back in the days. I remember her. Yeah, she was there. And I seen her. I was like, oh shit. Yeah, she used to do the shows at Brokers.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Never knew that.
yeah, she was rapping for a minute. Yeah, that was it. The $300, you gotta sell your tickets. That was it. And you could, if you ain't had no name, ain't nobody buying them tickets.
But see, I give you her credit because some of these niggas out here don't even want to. I hate these. I'm sorry, but some of the people out here don't even want to pay for beats.
Yeah.
Everything's supposed to come for free.
Nah.
Everybody,
You have to invest in yourself.
Exactly.
You have to invest.
And most people think just because they can rap or do a beat on their own,
Yeah.
or and like that, they think that okay, I got something. Now pay me for what I do. But the lack of investing in self keeps people very underground.
Yeah.
How did you invest in yourself besides the $300?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I did that a couple times. That was back in them days. I done invested all types of shit into this hip hop. Trust me.
Like what? Like how did you invest in yourself to
Oh, man.
take yourself to that status that we're talking about?
First of all, I had to pay for features. The features are not free. I got celebrity features. Took trips. You know what I mean? What else? I took trips just for hip hop. How else did I invest in myself? You know, getting stacks of CDs. That's investing. I get CDs by the thousands. I don't get them in by 100.
Right.
When I get CDs, I'm getting 3,000, 5,000, and my goal is to sell every one of them.
How much was that?
Huh?
How much was those?
All right, so 3,000 cost me about 1,500. 1,500, but that's money I done made off the other CDs.
Right.
So every time I make that, I'm keep investing, like boom, and I get bigger.
Yeah, you flip.
You know what I mean? Yeah. How else did I invest? All the music videos I done shot. Sheesh. Basically.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this.
It's costly.
Let me ask you this, because like I said, now we're getting into that legendary vet status.
Yeah.
And that status is that you've seen the technological change in the game as well.
Yeah.
How do you take it when the newer age MCs are coming in and they're not investing, yet they're living off the stream and they think that's the way to build their brand?
You know what? They have good show presence. People show up to their shows. It's like the opposite now. People show up to their shows and they have a lot of support, but they don't got no physical music. Where are we getting your music at? They don't have videos on YouTube. That's not on, you know what I mean? It's not on the social media stores or whatever you call it. They have the music, but they just not having a product behind their music. You gotta have product if people like your music. You gotta have product.
Okay, so
I don't care if that CD shit is old. We still listen to CDs. Cars still have CDs. Put it on the USB. Something.
Yeah.
Know what I mean? Put the album on iTunes. Direct people to your shit. We don't know what's there. Like, you know what I mean? It's artists, but that's what's going on right now.
So let me ask you a question. What if we had that technology in the 90s, early 2000s? Then what? What do you think the change?
What, the technology now?
Yeah. With the CDs and all that, what do you think it would have been now? Then?
Wait, if the CDs was what?
Still, what it is.
Right now?
If the CD, take today's technology,
yeah,
and put it back in the CD era, when hip hop had more money behind it. How do you think it would have changed the game? Because you've seen both. You've seen both eras. What do you think?
I don't know. A lot of people, the independent artists would have been suffering.
You think so?
Yeah, we suffering right now.
I don't think so.
I think we are.
Tell me why.
I'm not. The CDs are not selling. That's how we get our shit out there. Nobody wants to listen to CDs no more. We don't get paid for streams like that. Streams is nothing really. We really don't. Like, you go listen to my shit on iTunes, I get 1/10 of a penny. You listen to my whole album, I get like 1/10 of a penny. Yeah, they give you the numbers on what's going on, how many people don't listen to your song.
On what are you talking about? On Spotify?
On all of them shits, because it all goes to one group. Yeah. All them show stores, iTunes, Apple Music now.
Apple Music,
Spotify, Tidal, Google Play, it all goes into one bank.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they tell you how many times people listen to your song.
Right.
It tells you where they're listening to your song, how many clicks every song done got, and this is what you got paid for the year. $36.
So how often do you
I can make that in fucking less than an hour with my physical copies at the car wash.
So wait a minute. Let me ask you a question.
You know what I'm saying?
How often do you get paid? Because now
you can get paid whenever you want. You get paid whenever. It's when you want to cash out. And keep going into the bank. Okay. And keep going, and you look at your number, you be like, I ain't ready yet. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So,
but see, now that's my question, because you're talking about the payment part. In the 90s, people shelled money out for hip hop. Nowadays, people don't. Because they have an industry of technology in itself.
Exactly. That's why the independent artists is suffering. That's why they would have suffered back in the 90s too. But Master P wouldn't have been able to sell all them fucking copies out of his trunk if you could go on Spotify and listen to it. You know what I mean?
No, I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
But here's my question. Okay. We're agreeing on that part. My question is, isn't the stream helping the independent artists get heard more? If you have a lot, you gotta have a lot of streams, and then you get paid more. Okay. But otherwise, streams ain't nothing. It's nothing. They gotta figure out something else to get us some more money off of that shit, because they are raping us. Okay, they are raping us right now. I agree, because here's my question. Unless you have your own website
and you get 100% of the money, then you good. Otherwise, all that Spotify title, if you don't get like mad shit, you gotta have like bullshit. 3 million streams or over that, because 1 million streams ain't even like $1,000.
Yeah,
it's not.
I have Gail Campbell.
I could make $1,000 at the gas station in 3 weeks, and that's better than streams right there. I got physical money in my pocket. Okay,
I got Gail Campbell on. She said hi, by the way, and she is like the perfect example of this conversation.
What up, Gail?
Because Gail Campbell has a classic album out.
Yeah.
Classic.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter. It's a classic.
Yeah.
And her album in the 90s would have been.
Oh yeah, she would have been on by now.
10 million.
Yeah, she would have been on.
Million.
She would have been up there.
Because back then it was less accessible.
Yeah.
Do you think that through streaming they made the art too accessible, or meaning they cheapened it?
Yes.
Now
they definitely did. They cheapened it.
Now
they raping us.
So then how do you find quality in the abundance of quantity?
You gotta search for it. You just gotta search. You gotta go out there, find who you like, and support the shit out of them. You know what I mean? Go to their shows, stuff like that. That's how it go.
I think
you gotta search. It's hard to weed through all the fluff.
But that's the thing. Like, I think nowadays people don't like music no more. I think nowadays people are just overfed music.
Yes, it's too much.
Like with me, I remember back in the day I used to love hip hop. I had to stop. I would stop listening to hip hop in the early 2000s. So in the Lil Wayne era, there was no hip hop in me for me. I couldn't do it, and all the beats gave me headaches. I couldn't mess with it.
Yeah.
So my appreciation and the love of it died. Through doing heritage hip hop, I'm getting it back because now I'm more ready for it.
Yeah.
So, and hearing the independent artist story, I basically hear the New Jersey story, that people have talent and it seems like they're not being heard. How do you know when you're heard? Because streams don't mean you heard. Streams mean somebody could have pressed it for like a minute, 2 minutes, or then turned it off. How do you know as an artist when you're being heard and appreciated?
Okay. That's why I keep going, because of the appreciation that people give me for what I do. Basically, when you go out and people say, "Yo, what's up, man? How you? Yo, you did some good stuff on that. You know what I mean? I like that song." Or when you rocking on the stage and people bobbing their head and singing your song with you. You know what I mean? That's fuel right there. You feel me? Like, all right, at least somebody's listening. You feel me? I ain't paid like that, but at least y'all motherfuckers know. You know what I mean? That's the appreciation right there that we all love. Every artist love that. We like when people sing our songs at the shows. We like when they say, "Yo, what's good, man? Good job, good job." All that's keeps us going. Yeah.